This is breaking news wherein BJP's blistering attack on Rahul. The BJP comes out to say shameful lies and falsehoods by Rahul. Indira government backstabbed fishermen in 1974. Indira Gandhi gave up the Katchatheevu and Nehru betrayed Indian farmers. These are again attacks being made on certain things, points that have been raised by Rahul Gandhi himself in his address yesterday in the Parliament. Fiery address that had come in from him at that point of time, which was with regards to the budget, but that has now met a major controversy given that major portions of it have also in fact been expunged from the proceedings of the House. And now the BJP continues with its attack and only ups the attack and the ante against Rahul Gandhi, bringing in questions with regards to how the government under Indira Gandhi and Nehru had treated fishermen and farmers respectively. Piyush Mishra joining me on the broadcast with more details on this. Piyush, just looking at how things went down yesterday, there is BJP continuing with their attack and tirade against Rahul Gandhi at this point of time, making references of the Katchatheevu, which is a full-blown controversy we've seen erupt in the past, as well as farmers under Nehru's regime.
Well, that's right, Shreya. We are now seeing as to how wars have escalated. Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi, while speaking there in Parliament on the issue of budget, he leveled various allegations against the incumbent government, be it about energy sector or about the data centers being shifted out of country, or about the issues to the state of Tamil Nadu. Now what we are seeing is to how BJP has come out with a statement. C.R. Kesavan, who's a senior actor, where he says, and I quote, "Fueled by personal frustration, Rahul Gandhi's malicious rant in Parliament was a bitter bundle of shameful lies and falsehood." Before talking about surrendering and selling Bharat Mata, Rahul Gandhi should first first educate himself about how Indira Gandhi's government in 1974 brutally backstabbed our fishermen and betrayed our nation by surrendering Katchatheevu. So there are 2 points.
Right, Piyush, I'll interrupt you there for a second because we have C.R. Kesavan joining us, BJP spokesperson on India Today on this very matter. Mr. Kesavan, thank you for speaking to us on India Today and a very good morning to you. You know, the BJP has now come out to up their attacks and up their ante against Rahul Gandhi and what all he said within the lower house yesterday. And the BJP has made very specific references to Indira Gandhi giving up Katchatheevu and the farmers under the Nehruvian regime.
Good morning to you, Shreya, and your viewers. See, Rahul Gandhi's malicious and toxic rant in Parliament yesterday was nothing but a bitter bundle of shameful lies, and it was defined by despicable dishonesty. And it was fueled by personal frustration of Rahul Gandhi. And first, Rahul Gandhi needs to educate himself. Let me reiterate this with all due respect. He doesn't have the caliber, competence, nor the capability. Forget being LOP. He doesn't have the caliber and competence to be a member of Parliament. First, let him educate himself. In 1974, Indira Gandhi's Congress government brutally backstabbed our fishermen and betrayed our nation by surrendering Katchatheevu. Katchatheevu, 163 acres of Katchatheevu, was an integral part of India and lifeline of fishermen in Tamil Nadu. It was shockingly surrendered by Indira Gandhi's government to another country without even the consent of Parliament. And Rahul Gandhi talks about selling out our country and surrendering. And was it not the Nehru government in 1960 which betrayed, ruined and wronged generations of Indian farmers by signing the lopsided Indus Water Treaty, which favored Pakistan and deprived our farmers of their crucial water lifeline? This is the history of the Congress party, and Rahul Gandhi speaks about Bharat Mata. What does Vande Mataram mean? It means I bow to the motherland. What did the Congress do? Nehru's Congress brutally truncated the Vande Mataram, and what are the stanzas they removed? They removed stanzas which, hailed goddess Ma Durga, Ma Saraswati and Ma Lakshmi as our motherland. The Congress party removed it, and Rahul Gandhi has the, locus standi to talk about Bharat Mata. We thanked Prime Minister yesterday for the new guidelines. Modi ji has ensured the full recital of the original Vande Mataram, ensuring a true tribute to people who sacrificed for our country and even gave up their lives with the words Vande Mataram. So, Rahul Gandhi's speech was, Rahul Gandhi is a vile repeat offender who continues to demean the dignity and malign the maryada of our parliament with despicable lies and dishonest statements. And I think Rahul Gandhi should learn lessons of history on how the Congress party, Indira Gandhi and Nehru, and even Manmohan Singh government, whether it's Sharm el-Sheikh, or later how, like pointed out by our finance minister yesterday, in the WTO talks, they surrendered India's interests. Congress party and Rahul Gandhi have always, surrendered a country's interests, and Rahul Gandhi should apologize to the nation for his dishonest lies in parliament.
Right, Mr. Kesavan, thank you for putting forward your party stance here on India Today. And viewers, let's quickly take you through all that's happened so far, the entire controversy that we're referring to in the first place when we speak of the BJP attacking Rahul Gandhi at this point of time. The Parliament, in fact, saw a high drama unfold over Rahul Gandhi's budget speech yesterday, with a major political fallout unfolding just hours later that address. Several portions of his address have now been officially expunged, deepening the face-off between the opposition and the government. Sources have told India Today that the government will now be moving a privilege motion notice against Rahul Gandhi today in the House. Large parts of Rahul Gandhi's remarks were removed from the record hours after the speech, and only after both houses had already been adjourned, triggering a sharp reaction across the political aisle. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman countered Rahul Gandhi in the House, accusing the Congress of weakening India's position in the past and asserting that the budget safeguards sovereignty, data security and national strength. Remember, also Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju had also said yesterday itself that the government will be moving the privilege motion notice, what it calls baseless and false allegations made by Rahul Gandhi. This is what we are learning of in terms of the story so far. Let's quickly take a look at some of the reactions before we proceed with the discussion on the same.
देश को बेचने वाले कौन हैं? Who has sold? I tell you who has sold. 2013 में वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन WTO में जाकर के बाली में कांग्रेस ने एक समझौता करके आए। वो दो ही विषय था, ट्रेड फैसिलिटेशन एक था, दूसरा विषय पब्लिक स्टॉक होल्डिंग ऑफ ग्रेन्स था। पब्लिक स्टॉक होल्डिंग ऑफ ग्रेन्स के ऊपर भारत के हित में कुछ ना करते हुए ट्रेड फैसिलिटेशन के ऊपर साइन करके आ गए थे। इसका मतलब था 2017 जनवरी से भारत देश में कोई किसान से प्रोक्योरमेंट हो नहीं सकता है, और हम रेशन के दुकान से गरीब लोगों को कुछ भी दे नहीं सकते हैं। वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का बाली के मीट में जाकर के समझौता करने वाले ये लोग हैं। हमारे किसान से MSP दे करके कोई प्रोक्योरमेंट कर नहीं सकते थे। अगर मोदी जी 2014 में आकर के WTO के ऊपर हार प्रकारा, we fought for it and got peace clause so that we can think of the country also, man. This country 2017 से PDS डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर नहीं सकते थे, गरीब को रेशन दे नहीं सकते थे, देश को, गरीब को, किसान को बेचने वाले ये लोग हैं। ये सरेंडर करके आए हैं, WTO में जाकर के पूरे सरेंडर करके आए हैं ये लोग। और भारत देश का हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के ऊपर ये आरोप लगा रहे LOP, उनको कोई नैतिक अधिकार बनता नहीं है।
Sri Rahul Gandhi has made useless and false allegation against the government, against the Prime Minister, saying that Prime Minister has sold India and Indian interest. On what basis? Secondly, he took the name of the senior minister, Hardeep Singh Puri. He has made a serious allegation against Hardeep Singh Puri without giving any notice. It is a serious breach of privilege. We are going to file necessary notice to the Honorable Speaker.
So viewers, let us take you through what exactly are we looking at when we speak of a privilege motion. Remember, it is an entire process, the notice being introduced in the very House, wherein the formal request goes to the presiding officer of the House, and then there's a concern that's been raised over the alleged breach of parliamentary privileges. That is what the entire notice is about, the motion is about. The motion can be moved both against a minister or an MP as well, and it can be moved by one or more members. It's not necessary that only one member gets to move that particular motion. The motion is then submitted to the speaker or the chairman, that whoever is presiding over the very House, and that particular person decides whether the motion will be admitted in the House or not. This is how the entire process of the privilege motion takes shape inside the House. Now, when we speak of Rahul Gandhi, let's also take a look from his perspective as to what might be next for the leader of the opposition in the lower house. If the privilege motion is passed, the motion may then be referred to a committee. There is a privileges committee where this motion might then be referred to before any action is further taken by the speaker or the chairman, that is the presiding officer inside the House. The committee is then to probe the very alleged breach, the concern that's been raised by the members who have moved that very motion. And the report is then to be tabled before the very House. Now, the House is to decide final course of action in this particular episode, and the possible admonition or reprimand, it will also be looked at once the entire panel meets and decides on how things should proceed from here. And post that, that might in fact lead to a possible suspension from the House that will come in as a big blow to the Congress, especially in the lower house. And then the expulsion is also possible in certain rather serious cases. Suspension is usually the most likely way to go ahead, but some cases we've also seen expulsions take place in this particular matter. And ultimately, remember, the final decision will be resting with the very House. So it is the presiding officer, it will be referred to the privileges committee, but the last decision will be resting with the entirety of the House. That is what Rahul Gandhi awaits at this point of time if there's a privilege motion that's moved against him, as has been mentioned by the Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju himself yesterday.